I've played a lot of games in my lifetime. I've been playing video games since before I could even remember. Some have been good, some have been bad. There's some that I've probably completely forgotten about. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking every video game I have ever played in my life. At least the ones I could have thought of when I was on the toilet. We have a tier list ranging from S to F and a bunch of the games I could think of that we're going to be ranking here today from best to worst and whatnot. We're starting ourselves off with a banger. A fairly new one to the list is American Truck Simulator. When you do play this game, I enjoy it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. The problem is you need to have the damn wheel. I'm not going to be playing fucking keyboard and mouse, driving a truck, or even an Xbox controller. That sounds dumb. So you got to have the special setup, but it's also not as great as some other games on here. You have a lot of freedom. It is a fantastic game. I don't think I can reward it any higher than a B. Moving on, this one was a staple of 2020, man. I remember sitting in study hall playing this game almost every day. Or sitting at lunch playing with my friends, or sitting at parties playing with my friends. Actually, one time, the first time I met my ex-girlfriend was at a party, and we were sitting next to each other playing Among Us, and I offed her ass in the game, for legal reasons. But here's the thing: Among Us, I would have probably given it an A if the community wasn't so ass. You join into any game, and you're guaranteed to see one or two people leave because they didn't get the imposter. Or when they are the imposter, or when they're not, or when they're cool enough to stay, they're going to be saying like some racial slurs in chat or something like that. So I don't think it's an A. I really wouldn't even give it a B, but it is going to drop all the way down to C. Now, mind you, I know you guys have seen me play this on streams. If you do watch the streams, twitch.tv/surgicalate if you're a YouTube frog. You've seen me play Batman Arkham Asylum. It's a fantastic game. Here's the catch. I'm lumping series together, which is why it also looks smaller. So when you got games like Batman or Uncharted or Watch Dogs or God of War, it's not just that single game that you see the cover of. It's the entire series as a whole. Just wanted to premise that before we get too deep into it. But the Batman Arkham series is damn near S tier. I think Origins brings it down to an A. Then you got Suicide Squad. Do we want to talk about that? Do we want to talk about how bad Suicide Squad has been? That game literally set the record for the most requested refunds in like video game history, if I'm not mistaken. It's something stupid crazy, which is apparently a part of the Arkham universe, which is going to bring it down to a B. Bigfoot. Now, this was a game I've played for a fat minute on Twitch and on Kick and whatnot. It is very, very, very... what's the word? Repeatable? It's the same thing every time. No matter what you do, you're going to get into the game. You're going to look for some guns. You're going to shoot Bigfoot. Now, sure, that could be summed up to a lot of the games. But Bigfoot really is just that. Sure, you have two different ways you can kill. You can beat the game. You can either find all the objectives, or you just kill the son of a bitch. Everyone's going to take the second one because the first one's dumb. I haven't ever done the first one successfully yet. We'll see if I ever even do. But Bigfoot, I think, again, is going to go B. No, I cannot. Pause. I cannot put it B tier. I have to put it C with Among Us. Among Us was great, but again, like the community has brought it down. But I think Bigfoot's there. Especially being made by an indie dev, I think it's lucky to be C. A new game on the market here, and it's very cheap too, Buckshot Roulette. Now, I was going to say the same thing I said about Bigfoot. You aim, you shoot, that's it. They're starting to add little different minigames. Like, as you know now, if you take the Quaaludes in the bathroom, which isn't a sentence I ever thought I'd say, you get a whole new game, the double or nothing. I say whole new game. It's the same game, different... I don't know. Anyway, it shows that there's going to be more of a different routes you can take, different game modes. So I don't want to dock it for being the same thing because it's so damn young. But I cannot put it near B. So I think, again, it's got to go C tier. I almost want to drop it to D tier because it's one of the least viewed videos on this goddamn YouTube channel. No, I'm not mad about it. Excuse me. Continuing our tier list, we got the Call of Duty franchise. It's been so long since I've played COD. The last one I really loved playing was Black Ops 3. I remember playing zombies in that, and it was a great time. Loved it so much. But I heard it's a lot worse nowadays. But here's the thing. I've always liked the Call of Duty games. I hear people complain, and they are kind of the same things as others. I never really played the campaigns, so I can't really judge those. The only campaign I actually played through and got through was Advanced Warfare and the Modern Warfare, the newer one, which is just a copy of the first one, right? So it's great. But no, Call of Duty, people give it shit. I can't. I've always loved it, and the only reason I don't play it anymore is because I play on computer, not Xbox. But now now that I have this, maybe we could be playing COD in the future on stream. I don't know. If you guys want to see COD, let me know. But for now, I think COD is going to be our first A tier. This is probably the first video game I've ever played in my life. There is another one on here that I think might be just as close, but this one is, I'm 99% sure this is the first video game I've ever played. Crash Bandicoot. Now, I don't remember which one I played. I don't even know if there are multiple ones. But if you remember in Uncharted 4, when you were running away from the boulder and whatnot, that was the one I played as a kid. And I fucking loved it, man. That game was amazing. Not compared to some of the other ones on this list. Maybe that's a hot take. But Crash Bandicoot is amazing. But it's not superior-s to some of the other ones. So I think we're going to put it with COD. I think it's going to go A tier. This is a staple game of my vlogs. It was a staple game of early streams back during COVID-esque streams. Deal or No Deal. This game touches me in places no woman ever could. The big problem with it is that it is really the same thing every time. You pick a case, you open some, you want to take the offer, you can. If not, you don't have to. You can see what's in your case. It is the same thing. But it holds a special near and dear place to my heart. So I don't want to put it D or F or anything like that. But I do think Deal or No Deal earns itself a nice comfy C tier. I gotta be biased here. I can't take any crazy swings. Gotta be biased. Fall Guys. Fall Guys is I think it's a fairly newer game. I don't think it's been out for very long. Or it's been out for a couple years now. And it took the world by freaking storm when it came out. I thought it was really going to be the next Among Us, the way it went so goddamn viral. It's okay. It is a very good game. I enjoy it. Even though it is advertised for babies. It's really not bad. I can't really say it's bad. I'm talking down on it, thinking about it. I have a lot of fun every time I play it. But the thing is, I can't ever play it for very long. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll make an executive decision. I'll put Fall Guys in B, but I'm also going to move Deal or No Deal up. Let's continue with probably, arguably, the biggest game on the list. I'm not saying it is, but it's definitely up there on massive scales compared to some of these games. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Fortnite. Fortnite, I started playing when it came out when Battle Royale came out in 2017. It's fantastic, to say the least. I used to love, I say love. I used to love playing this game. And then they started to fuck with it. They started to tinker with it in ways I'm not personally a fan of. I'm not bashing the whole changing of the map. I get it. It's what they did in the game, in the base game, that I have a problem with. Sure, they're reaching out to Guitar Hero. They made Lego Minecraft. That's great. If you love those games, fantastic. I haven't played those games. I can't judge it. But it is definitely a boost for the more things you get to do. But the fact that you can fight bots, or I shouldn't say, the fact that you have to fight like computer characters, they literally put bots in your lobby. I sucked as it is, and now I'm lighting up these bots, and then when I face a real person, I get my ass clapped. I want to put an S. I want to put an S. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason I played it this season is because the damn Browns tournament that I made a video about recently. But looking at it as a global thing, do we think it's S? My heart's telling me A, but my mind is telling me S. Fortnite is F. Oh, that's not a good thing to say. I can't answer Digachu. I ain't Davis. S, think about how many times you have streamed and played it. Yeah, I can't pull the trigger on S. I think we got to keep it at A. Just where the game's at now, I can't. It's got to be an A tier. I can't go lower than A tier, obviously. I don't want to go any lower than that. But I don't think it's S. Now, this is in the running for the earliest game I've played. Which probably isn't good, that I was fighting a naked, bare-chested Medusa when I was in kindergarten. But we're not going to talk about that. It's the God of War franchise. Now, if you look back at the first 3 games, because I didn't play most of the spin-offs until fairly late, the 3 games are fairly similar to each other. They're all hack and slashes. But if you listen to the damn story in these games, and even continuing on today, if you listen to the story in the original 3, the spin-offs, God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, the story is fucking incredible. And there's no arguing that it's not. We've seen this character, who, mind you, he was created when I was in kindergarten. He's still able to draw a crowd today. And massive waves. Plus, you got to think about the dev team that made the game. They offered the DLC for God of War Ragnarok for free. It was like a whole ass game for free. Everyone was expecting, oh, it's going to be a little like 40-minute thing. No, it's a full fucking game. They released basically a 3rd game in the series for free. I think if it was just the early games, if it was just pre-2018, I'd probably put it B or C. But with 2018 and Ragnarok, I think I got to put it A. I think A is worthy. I think it's worthy of A. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the granddaddy of them all. Fucking Minecraft. Just that word, saying that word can give you a fluctuation of memories in this game. Some of my favorite memories were it's COVID. Literally the day COVID started, I created a survival world with 2 other people, and it grew into this massive friend group that we ended up hanging outside and like outside of the games, and like once COVID restrictions were over, obviously. It basically was a staplehood of my childhood. It basically was a staple of my childhood. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care where you play it, what you play it on. There's no other argument that Minecraft C. I can't do anything about it. I mean, they divided their community with I'm having a stroke. They divided their community with the whole Minecraft Bedrock thing and what, dude, chat, I'm totally fucking with you. It is obviously S tier. It is obviously S tier. Do not get mad at me. Minecraft, I literally called it the holy grail, the god of all video games. It is the highest selling game. This is rage bait. Chat, I've made my fucking career on Minecraft, man. The first videos on this YouTube channel, or on my YouTube channel, are me playing a daily Minecraft series with some of my friends. Now, I should emphasize this is called Murdered Soul Suspect. Murdered, nope. Murdered, Soul Suspect. A lot of you probably haven't even heard of this game. I think it was made by Ubisoft, if I'm not mistaken. And the story is good. I should say it's okay. It's probably like a B or C tier story. The problem is the replayability. Once you play it for the first time, you really can't play it again. C is too high. I think it's got to go D. Now this next one, I know you can barely tell what it is. It's the NBA 2K series. Last good game or like reasonable game of 2K I remember is 2K17. I started playing in 2K15 on the current gen, so it was basically 2K14. I used to love My Career. My Career was fun, except when they had Spike Lee do it. That was dog shit. We won't talk about that though. Fuck that guy. NBA 2K. Other than My Career, it's dog shit. I never played it too much other than when I was playing the My Career mode. I didn't like the park and what they did with that. I really think I'm going to get so much hate for this. I think it is F tier. This game here is a major staple of my streaming career. Since 2020, since it came out, I've been playing this game. I've seen it change a lot. I've seen the original few ghosts. I've seen just when it was like 4 or 5 maps, whatever it was. Phasmophobia has been around for a minute now. And I will say it's come a long way from where it's been. But where it stands now, it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's nowhere near Minecraft, if we want to start talking like that. But Phasmophobia is a B tier game, I do think. But it is fun though. Let me talk good about it for a second, because I do love this game. When you're playing by yourself or with friends, a lot of different things can happen. Sure, you go in, you find evidence, you figure out what ghost it is, you pack up and leave. That's all great and all, but it's really about the different ways you have to go about doing it. It could be in so many different rooms, it can give you so many different pieces of evidence. Then there's the game modes where you could change how much evidence it does give you, or if you have a grace period, how many hiding spots. So many things you can do. I stick to my little bubble of things that I like to do in the game. I think we need more ghosts. I think we need more maps. Understand, it is still technically in its like beta release or whatever it is. I don't even know. But Phasmophobia, B-tier game. Pogo stuck. Fuck this game. Fuck you for making it. But I know that's the point. It is basically, to sum it up for the audience here that hasn't seen me play it, I played it one time, probably like 2 years ago, and I rage quit out of it. Because that's what it's supposed to do. Think of getting over it. Think of Jump King. They're games meant to be hard as shit. That's exactly what Pogo Stuck is. It's a good game for what it's supposed to be. It's not a good game for me. It's not F tier though, but because I fucking hate it, I'm not good at it, it's going D tier. This next one here is kind of a lump sum of a bunch of different games I've played and will play on stream. It's card games, poker, blackjack, stuff like that. Poker and blackjack and stuff is real fun and dandy. I'd put it S tier even when you're winning. When you're losing, though, it's goddamn F tier. And here's the thing. I am so much better in person than I am on online poker, which most people are. Most people are better in person than they are online because you can read people, you can feel the cards, you can think, you can feel the shit, stuff like that. Online is just a bunch of numbers and pictures, basically. I do love playing it, though. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'd put it S tier, but going off the online modes, I'm going to put a B tier. It's really not bad. It's not a doc on it or anything like that. But it's just not my cup of tea all the time. Roblox. This is an interesting game, to say the least. There are some fun game modes. There are some bad game modes. I think is going to be down here with Murdered and Pogo Stuck all the way in D. And it kind of hurts me to do that too. I used to love that game. Rocket League it's great. It's really good. And even when I'm losing, I'm still kind of having a fun time sometimes. It's really fun to play with friends, obviously, but I do enjoy queuing into games on my own, trying to play ranked solos or duels, whatever you want to call it. And I do enjoy the fact that even if you put so much money into it, it's not going to make you better. It's not pay to win. And it is literally pure skill. Rocket League, great game. I think B's too low. S is obviously way too high. I'll put it a nice A. Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing. Not many people know about it. Not many people like it. I, however, am a big sprint car fanatic. I love them. I barely ever get to go out to sprint car races, but when I do, they're always a blast. It's a staple, again, of my early streaming career. Some of my most popular clips on my Twitch channel are from this game when I got my first win in my career mode. I honestly don't want to touch it anymore, as sad as that sounds. I'm not saying it's F tier. I'm just burnt out of it. I played it a lot in the early days, and that's kind of where it has to be left, is in the early days. It kind of has to be left as a memory. Memory. But no, I'm not putting it F or D, but I do think it's a solid C. I was going to say a staple of my streaming career. It wasn't, but it was a staple of my childhood. The Uncharted series. Now, when I talk about the Uncharted series, I'm talking Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4. Every game in the series hit. Some better than others, but the thing is, the story was always there, and the story was always great. But I'm definitely leaning towards a high A, because it really is, the story is just so damn good. I have to put it A. I don't even think there's really another answer for it. The Watch Dogs series. This one's interesting. It's shrouded with a lot of controversy. Watch Dogs, compared to what they said it was going to be, is shit. Don't get me wrong. I loved the game. I used to play it all the time. I've played Watch Dogs 1, 2, and Legion. They did my boy Aiden Pierce so bad, though, man. Might get hate for this. Aiden Pierce's story was okay. Everything else was ass. The series as a whole is an F. We Play was kind of like the little brother to Wii Sports. What did We Play come with? It wasn't the Balance Board, because that was the Wii Fit, and that had a game that came with it. We Play came with something. Either way, We Play is a good game. I played it on stream before. Back when I was in my old stream room in the dark, dingy basement, I played with Spilled Puddle. But no, We Play was a great game. Would I play it today? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is it as good as some of the others on this list? No. I think it's a low B. And mind you, this picture includes 2 games, not just the first one. It's Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. I think everybody in this chat, at least I hope you can think of this or remember it or had this moment. But I feel like everybody here can remember playing tennis with their family or bowling with their grandma and grandpa or something like that. Just playing the game. The game is so good for no fucking reason. And the soundtrack? It fucking hits, man. It hits. There's no doubt in my mind, Wii Sports Resort goes up there with Minecraft. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the jury, that is my tier list. Love me or hate me, that's where it's going to stand. I think we did a pretty damn fine job. Wii Sports and Minecraft, the 2 childhood gods, they really were. They really were. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Links are all down in the description. Come over to join us on Twitch. I think chat's over here. I think chat can say it for itself. They have a lot of fun here. So if you're not already, come follow me on Twitch. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.